So today I just wanted to kind of go through, explain where we're at with the consumer debt reports that come out, the PCE, the Personal Consumption Expenditures Report. These are reports that the Fed meets with and the Fed puts out, and along with about 1 million other reports that they put out. So a lot of the information, it's different when it comes from different sources, right? So depending on who's actually interpreting it, you might get different sources, but basically it's high and it's going the wrong direction. And a lot of that is, I want to break that, a lot of what that is down, because it's an eye opener. And it kind of paints the picture of the financial landscape, if you will, of where we're at right now. So currently right now, I believe we're at, let me see, what did I had this pulled up here. I mean, we're up about 16 trillion, $17 trillion of debt by the end of 2023. Or we were, we'll get the next report at the next quarter, of course, Q1, which is into March of 2024. But we could see that the total debt has been going up, obviously, right? I think we all kind of probably understand that, expect that, whatnot. But depending on who you ask, it might be between like 1% to 5% in the last year that consumer debt has reached, the new heights, basically. And what is causing that? Well, it's mostly credit card debt. That's hitting, all-time highs as well. Between that, mortgage debt and student loans, right? Those are the three big ones that are really racking that up. We don't see student loans slowing down much. I know a lot of people out there, forgiveness, not forgiveness, and then it was denied. We don't know if that's going to happen or what's going to happen with that too. But we do know that even though some people might be struggling or making less money or whatnot, that they're still spending a lot of money on their credit cards. And that's really one of the big notable things here. The takeaway, if you will, is that us as consumers need to know what we're doing, know what we're spending, and we need to not go crazy, if you will, with consumer spending, right? Yeah, like I said, student loans, mortgages on the rise. We know that. I mean, the thing with mortgage debt, most of it is good debt, right? I mean, if you're an investor and you're leveraging that debt to create an income or create some kind of ROI, which is a return on investment, that is good to know. That is good to have. But the ones that we don't like are bad debts. They're bad debts that don't create cash flow, that accumulate, whether it's a simple interest or a compound type of interest that just keeps growing and growing and growing. If you've had any of these, you probably know what I'm talking about too. I hate using the C word, but the bounce back from COVID, people are still, kind of feeling that, I guess, or coming out of it. I'm not too certain why that is, but feeling like they have to spend more money and buy more stuff, right? If we're at $16.84 trillion, that's a lot to take on. And again, the consumer debt side of it is not helping. So yes, it's going up. Yes, it's out of hand. But at the end of the day, is that you have to control it, or you have to fix the problem before it even gets worse and gets more out of hand. If you aren't in debt, that's awesome. Perfect. You're still staying within your means. You're still not spending on things that you shouldn't be spending on. But if you are overspending and your debt's getting worse and you're not able to take care of it. Obviously, we do loans, so some people are like refinancing, but that's really hard to do. Sometimes if you have one of those low rates, it's hard to give that up. Some people look at home equity lines of credit. Some people look at debt consolidation or some type of consolidation. Some people are hoping, which is a word I hate to say because that's just up for chance, basically, but they're hoping for some kind of relief. But I wouldn't hold your breath for that. We've had so much relief, so much free money over the last half a decade, with the government debt being so high because of that as well, that I don't know if that's going to be something that you want to put all your eggs in one basket. So my suggestion is cut down expenses, get apps like, Rocket Money or one of the other thousands of apps out there that can help you manage it, that can help you find out what things you're spending that you shouldn't be spending on. Do some things that actually help you control your debt. Maybe that's putting up your credit cards in a safe or hiding them away and not having them on you, getting rid of an Amazon account or whatever it is that you spend money on that you don't need to, and finding out ways to cut it. If you do need to consolidate things, like, so, people refinancing, it's hard to give up something if you did get a low rate over the last few years, but at the same time, it's going to be harder when you lose all of that because you can't control the debt. So something to keep in mind. It might be a short-term fix. It might be something you need to do. You might need to stop the bleeding. You might need to explore other options or whatever the case is. But my main advice is to do something and to do it as soon as possible, and don't delay it. Don't treat it like taxes. Don't wait till the last day they're due to try to figure it out, because a lot of times that is too late at that time. So hope it helps. Let's all work together. Let's try to find out ways that we can help each other, that we could talk to each other, that we could influence each other to be financially savvy, be financially smart, and be able to move on with our lives without having stress in them for these types of things. And that's it. Thank you.